Hey guys, a long time no see. Um, Sherry, obviously. Thank you for joining me. It is, let's see, I'm looking for the date on the count on the it's 8/19. So I'm about 3 weeks behind. It's been a busy 3 weeks. So let's see, where do we start? Life update first. So the end of July, we left for South Carolina, flew out there, and met Hannah. Ended up she got done early and finished packing, so she met us partway, just outside of Atlanta. And then, so we spent the night there in Noonan, Georgia. And Kevin flew home from there, and then Hannah and I drove home over the next 2 days, which was long and tiring. But we made it home safely. Everything's good. Got her unpacked, got all the stuff done, all of the things that you have to do when you've been gone for a couple of months. She had to go get her car inspected. She had to get her oil changed. She needed to get her brakes done. So we got all that done on Tuesday. When we came back down here to Portland, Corpus, on Wednesday. And then she was staying down here for like the next week and a half, 2 weeks, because she had hair appointment, eye doctor appointment, dentist appointment, all those things that she hasn't found a place to do in San Antonio yet. So that was good. Spent a day and a half at home. And then early Friday morning, I got up and went to the airport. Flew to St. Louis for my nephew's wedding, which was fun. I spent the rest of the weekend at my sister's. Then flew to Chicago early Monday morning to go up there for work, which was fantastic. Great reprieve from the heat in South Texas. My sister actually came up with me for a few days because she's retired now and she can do that. So we had a couple of days hanging out in Chicago after I was done with work for each day. Sorry, floss too bitchy nose. And then I flew home Friday morning. Hannah and I went to the movies on Saturday. I did a ton of laundry on Sunday. And then Monday, I had my pre op for my shoulder. And then left from there to go down to my mom's work because this was the last week of chemo. Yay, this is just this past week. We rang the bell Tuesday. Everything's good. She's doing great. She has a PET scan in September to make sure she's fully in remission, and then we can celebrate. Needless to say, we went out for dinner anyway. But let's see. So I left from there Friday. We had big fish fry at their country club, and then so yeah, left from there. Got home about 9:30 last night because I had a hair appointment this morning. Got to cover up the gray, and here I am. Lots going on. So I'll be home. I have surgery on Monday, 21st, and they're going in and cleaning out the junk, the arthritic changes, fixing the partial tear, and cutting off the end of that bone that's hooked over and closing the joint space. Hoping it'll be a good 45-minute procedure, 6 to 8 week recovery time. He said I'll be in and immobilized the first day, but then he wants me moving it the second day. So hopefully with PT, it won't be that big of a deal. And I'll be back on track in no time. I think that's about it for the life update. Let's see. Oh, while I was in St. Louis, I went to Color and Cotton. That was fun. It was good. I made my sister take me out there. And we found some really cute stuff, which you will see in a little bit. So for now, let's move on to the stitching because there wasn't a lot, but there was some. Okay, I don't even know where to start. I have piles of stuff over here because instead of just covering July, I'm going to go ahead and cover July in this far through August. And then I think because I probably won't be doing a lot of stitching for the rest of August, I won't do an August video. I'll just do one at the end of September. And anything that I did at the end of August will get included with that one. Okay, stitching stuff. I have fallen off the wagon big time on my 24/7, 25/7, whatever you call that, of my Last Supper project. Not to say I haven't stitched on it at all. I just haven't stitched on it as much as I should. I haven't been home because this thing sits at home on the Lowry stand. However, I have gotten a bunch of, let's see if I can get that in there just right. Just a little bit, a lot of backstitch done. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I am almost done with this guy. I think I have just a little bit more to do on this hand, and then he's completely backstitched. I goofed on some of them because the instructions for this, let's see if I can show you the instructions without showing you. You know what? You couldn't stitch the whole pattern from this if you wanted to. The same color has multiple different instructions, and multiple colors have colors that are so close together for the backstitch that you can't tell the difference. So yeah, you know what? It's staying that way. I'm just like, there are a ton of colors in the rainbow. Why do you have to pick colors that are so close together? Doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, it's still getting stuff done when it can. The next thing I stitched on while I was waiting for the Dark Queen of the Earth to drop was my Gather, which one is this one? Wildflowers. Got a good bit more done on that, but still going really slow with the over one. And I'm way behind because I've already gotten the next section, which you'll see in haul. All right, this may take a sec as I put these things away. And my very cute little um, zipper pull, one of my good buddies gave me. I didn't ask her if I could say her name in here, so I'm not going to. All right, next up. Okay, back to stitching. Next project was my Summer Garden Series, number 7, which I've been starting one of these a month. This one's called Have Faith, and it is on I cannot read this series, CERES, and I believe this is a 32 count Lugana. And that's what I got done on the little house. And haven't touched it since. Got, I guess, just one day of work. I did work a little bit on some quilting the following day and got a square done on my next quilt that's been hanging around for forever. I've decided I'm trying to finish all the quilts I've started. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of that real quick. There we go. So that's got to hold my shoulder up. Picture of the block I finished that day. This is it's called Sisters or something Sisters. I don't know what that, it was a block of the month program from Quilt House. I'm going to do it in that setting, the on point. Those are the other two that I had. I have 4 of them done already. Come on, scooch over. The shoulder hurts enough that quilting is not really feasible right now. The one block was more than enough. Needless to say, the next thing came out was the Dark Queen of the Earth pattern dropped. And what did I do with it? There it is. Because obviously, since then, the final August pattern has dropped as well. And I finished it. So, yay, got to finish. This is on 32 count gilded oak in Opalugana from Under the Sea Fabrics, of course. And I'm probably going to have to stand up for you guys to see this really good. Okay. So lots and lots of bling. Trying to get it to capture all of the sparklies. So that's the top portion. The only real change that I made on this entire pattern was the fact that I changed her eye colors. I made it more of a bright green to match the bright green beads. That was a happy accident. Didn't really check that out beforehand. And then I mixed the orbs and flowers. You had pattern for both of them. So I mixed them together because I kind of like them both. Because it looks like the orb might turn into a flower, right? So we get the slow pull in front of the camera. Desperately needs to be ironed. And there you go. Very happy with that. I need to go back and get the Dark Queen of the Sea done. That one I got way behind on because I got stuck on the hair. I did not wait for the hair package to come out this year. I did the original and stayed on track. I have to tell you, this is the first Sal I have ever kept up with and finished. Feeling very proud of myself. Just gotta pull crap away now. So let's see. What was next? So we're still in July stitching. And for my birthday, I started, I have everything piled up here now. And y'all, I have been traveling, so everything is just piled into these bags. I started Seasons in Chalk Art Summer, which everybody knows what it looks like, I'm sure. This was collaboration from Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with Housewives. Came out of one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I have the what do you call it, online subscription, so you can just print out the ones you want. Takes up a whole lot less space. I did it on the called for slate by Fabrics by Stephanie, and this has been worked on a few days throughout the month. And that's what I got done. I think that's wrong. I think it goes like that. Yes. Supply is still in there. Scissors, glasses, stitch box. Yeah. Anyway, there's that. Let's see, what was next? Next up, still doing the touching all my whips. At least that was in July. Next up on the whip list, and I'm just literally doing them in order from start date to forward. This is a kit by Lori Birmingham Designs called Willy Melt. And I actually have done the Santa Claus version of this one already, and it's fully finished and hangs up every year. And so on this one, it's hard to see, but I got, what all did I get done? I think all I had was like the top border done. So I finished the bottom border, top border, bottom border, and then the trees and the words, the let it snow, it has a little sparkle in it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there on the camera. It's going to be really cute. Next up was a pattern by White Willow Stitching called Travel Cauldron. I'm trying to remember to hold these up longer because everybody says I move them too fast. This is on a 28 count cashel that I dyed myself because I have a hard time finding grays that I really like. I just made one myself. I got quite a bit done on this. I was pretty happy with that little bit of additional stuff. This must have been before I owned a serger because the edges of it are not very well done. Using the, what do you call it? Drawing a blank. What is the heck is the name of this stuff? The Anchor Black. It does seem to be thicker than DMC Black. And I love that it comes on a spool now. That's kind of awesome. Next pattern was Halloween Cottage Garden Samplings Halloween Sampler. This is the first one. Get the glare off. Maybe. Nope, that made it worse. There, you get the idea. Let's see. This is a linen. Can't tell if it's 28 or 32 count. I have no idea. I could find out real quick in my Xstitch app. .28 count cashel in summer khaki. And all I had done last time, I believe, was the word magic and that little white bone. So got quite a bit done there. Pretty happy with that progress. And I did make that cute little spider web needle minder. It was a set of earrings I found at Walmart? Walmart or Target? I don't remember which one. All right, next up was one, these are a pattern out of one of the Halloween, Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues. Let's see if it says on the bottom here. 2012. It is Alessandra Adelaide Halloween Motif Pumpkin. And this is a 18 count Ada that my daughter dyed for me. She calls it her Frankenstein fabric. And this is the other half of those earrings needle minder. So I've got a good bit done on that one. I think all of that, a good portion of the purple, some of that. I worked on some FFOs on the weekend. I've been really trying to clean up my craft room. It is a nightmare. And I don't, do I have a picture? So this is Halloween ABCs by Lizzie Kate. And I painted, it's on a tray. You really can't see because the picture kind of, there, that's a little better. My mom got it for me at the thrift store and I painted it. I'm trying to get the glare off. Whatever. But I couldn't decide if I liked the pumpkins or not. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I found my little black cat cutout that I got from Chantel 141. I just have to find the right paint to paint it with because I want it to be sparkly. And then I will put, I think I want to put like one pumpkin and a cat. I think it'll be cute. So that one's not completely done. And then the other FFO that I did is the Seasons in Chalk Art Spring by Stitching with the Housewives and by Priscilla and Kathy. Hands on Design, and I'll get it. Turned out really cute. I did it with magnets and just covered the back of the frame. And that frame is also a thrift store find. That's better. Takes the glare off. So I think I'm stitching all 4 of those on the same fabric, so they should all fit on that same frame, so I can just switch them out. Switch the background fabric, because right now that has a pink and white check gingham on the background. I think that'll look good. Next project that I worked on was The Bramble and the Rose by Ink Circles. Oh, the glare is terrible. There we go. And this is on a 36 count linen, don't ask me what kind, that I dyed myself. And I got quite a bit done up in that corner. I literally had just the teeniest of starts from a Mania start. And isn't that the cutest little thing? I got that at Hobby Lobby. I thought it kind of matched the motif and made it into a needle minder. Again, using the Anchor Black. Next up was Harvest Light by Diane Arthurs from Imaginating. This is on 18 count Ada as well. I was trying to use up the stash. And I got just a little bit more done in the frame. You really can't see all the white that's done in there. Maybe if I get it closer. There we go. Anyway, moving on. Next project was Ghostly Portrait by Pixie Dust. Had never heard of these before, but they're really cute. And they came with all of the little accoutrements. Sorry, got interrupted by the hubs coming home from golf. I'm having a stash of lunch over here. This is on 40 count, I think it says it on the side, Dried Petal by Fabric Flare. Me and one of my crazy 40 count adventures. And I don't know if you can see it all, but I got several more rows of white done in the middle. There is a ton of white in this because they're ghosties. I foresee a ton of white stitching. Let's see, the next couple of days I worked some more on my Seasons in Chalk Art Summer, and then I finished a diamond art. Well, we were in San Antonio at that point. Yes. Oh, hang on. Come here. And so this cute little turtley diamond art, get up there. You can kind of see it. It's not very big, like maybe 8 by 8. It's cute. And of course, I worked on my car project the whole time. But the last project that I worked on in July just so happened to be winter of the Seasons in Chalk Art. That looks like that. Again, Kathy Haberman, Priscilla Blaine. This one is a good bit further along. I'm still on the Q snaps. I need to take it off because there's scissors and glasses and everything in there. And that is where that one is. I substituted the blue that was called for a DMC variegated 4025. I just really like that color. All right, so now we are in August. Now, in August, I'm sorry, I am so itchy. I went to the hairdresser today. I think I said that earlier. And I don't know what she's used to spray today, but it's not the usual hairspray. But I feel like I got it all over my face and I'm itchy. Okay, so trying to remember what her Instagram handle is. My friend Lindsay, Lindo Jams. I don't know if she has another, if there's like a letter behind it or something. I don't remember. And her sister Heidi and a couple of the other stitchers from our San Antonio area stitchers group decided we needed to do a Mira and Bella stitch along in August. And so they were starting Snow Queen, and I forget which one of the Bella mermaids, and then no hard and fast rules, just Bella and Mira. And so I was like, well, I already have Snow Queen started, so yay. And so the first part of August, I stitched on Snow Queen. And she is on, let me find her. I'm going to tell you because I won't be, and I'm sorry, but you won't be able to get this fabric anymore because the company's defunct. 28 count Opal Lugana in Enchanted Forest by Sunny Dyes. And to get it the way I wanted it, I had to get a fat half because she's huge. So, is that not just the most awesome fabric? So I got a lot done on her. Let me see if I can wrap this up where I can hold it because that's killing my shoulder. Pretty happy with that. Got a lot of the Karen Water Lilies done. And turns out it's really cute. So I was doing, for the stitch along, I decided to do one project for every like 10 days or close enough because I was going to be traveling obviously while I was doing this. So that one went to St. Louis and Chicago and came home with me. And then once I got home, that's when I picked up Dark Queen of the Earth and finished her. And I also, while traveling, because of course I had some airplane time in there, I was able to finish my purse project that has been in my purse for probably well over a year. This little designs for the needle, Christmas traditions by, does it have a name? I guess designs for the needle is it. It needs a really good bath because it's kind of dirty from being in my purse for forever and being stitched in hand. I will tell you that the chart sucked. But there he is, all done. Needs an iron and a wash. The one thing that I really changed on this one was instead of using the really crappy metallic that you were supposed to mix with the white to make the snow, I just went and got the DMC Diamant, or Diamante, however you say that. And that made it look much nicer. It was easier to work with. Oh, I have my other purse project in here too. Okay. So, of course, when get hair out of the face. When you finish a purse project, you have to have another one to start, right? So I love doing small ones. That was a little bigger than my usual one. But the next one I put in my purse was this Mill Hill kit called Chalkboard Crystal. Oh, poop. Okay, never mind. I was about to freak out for a minute. I thought the bead thing opened in there. Was Mary, oh, what's Chalkboard Christmas. And did I start that on the plane on the way up or the way back? I don't remember. I think I finished that on the plane to St. Louis. And so over the last few days and traveling and my mom's, I got, see if I can get that where you can see it better, most of the background finished. And then, so I guess the next thing I did was stitch on my Bella. Since I already had a Bella Mermaid started, I decided that I would work on that for my second 10 days of August. And so I have Enchantress of the Abyss started. Oh my god, just lost two bitchy nose. That is Enchantress of the Abyss. And this bag is so full of stuff. Oh, that's why it's so heavy. My light's in there. Makes a difference. This is, don't make me lie, I have no idea what color this is, but it's from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I got a lot more colors filled in her hair. I'm trying to get to capture the light. I started some of the Krennic up at the top of her hair. Itchy nose. And then I really didn't get a lot of days in on her, maybe 2 or 3. Because when I got to my mom's, she had been stitching on a Stony Creek pattern while she was at chemo. And of course, everybody wants to talk to her while she's at chemo. So she got off track. And she couldn't figure out where it was. And she wanted to throw it away, but she didn't want to throw it away because it was almost done. And it's a gift. So I sat down with the pattern and figured out where she was at and ripped out crap for 2 days. And then kind of stitched it. I mean, I didn't rip out everything that was wrong, but we got it down to maybe a 20 by 20 area that she's going to have to fudge a little bit, and then she'll be back on track. She's good to go. So I'm going to stitch on Bella tonight, and then the rest of August is going to be on my only new start that I'm doing as part of this Bella Mirror stitch along. And I decided it is going to be the Three Mermaids. And it is going to go on. I've got all my stuff pulled in there. This is Aphrodite's Garden, 28 count Opal Lugana from Sunny Dice Fabrics. Again, sorry, she's no longer in business. At least I don't think she is. I haven't been able to find her anywhere. And so if you see the fabric, it looks like the sun shining down through the water. I thought that would look amazing. So that is going to be my new start for tomorrow before I go to surgery on Monday. Now you will have noticed that I have not started my cottage garden samplings for August. I have not pulled threads for this. I do have fabric, but I picked green tea, 32 count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics is what that's going to go on. And I think that's it for stitching and kind of plans. Yeah, so plans. Three mermaids, Hodge Garden samplings, have courage. See how much I can stitch with my shoulder. We'll go from there. All right, next up, you know what it is. It's time for haul. All right, let's start with the least interesting first. Latest edition of Just Cross Stitch. Apparently, at some point, I started getting the print version. Thought I renewed online for the online version, but I have not looked at any of this yet. So you're seeing it with me for the first time. Looks like it's all fall related. I will hold it up so you can see it and decide if you're interested in any of them. Okay, now for the good stuff. First and foremost, my mermaid box from Under the Sea Fabrics. So if you haven't opened yours yet, don't watch. Although I think everybody else has gotten theirs. I think I was one of the last people to get mine because I just have Leslie hold it for me and I pick it up at the shop. Now, some of the stuff may be gone because I gave it to Hannah. I'm going to start with the patterns. We got a pattern from Bella Filipina, Blue Lagoon Mermaid. And one from Meridian Designs called Twilight Mermaid. One from Darlene and Whimsy called Here We May Be Free. And then one from Odd and Familiar. Oops, I have it straight. Sea Hag. It says Sea Hag, noun, a mermaid before the first cup of coffee. So those are the patterns. And they always put such cute things in there. There's the cute seal. And you have your, oh, did we not have a Spotify playlist on this one? We usually have a Spotify playlist. Got fabrics for all of the projects. This one is Ophelia, 32 count opal Jobelin. And this is for Sea Hag. Beautiful. And then we have a 32 count opal Lugana in Nephile. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. This is for the Twilight Mermaid from Meridian Designs. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this one is 32 count opal Lugana in Amphitrite. This is for the Blue Lagoon Mermaid by Bella Filipina. Again, gorgeous. And then this one is, I'm going to butcher the name again, Nereid, Nereid, 32 count opal Lugana. This is for the Here We May Be Free. Then you have a not so tiny mermaid needle book from Whip It Up Designs or Whip It Up Project Bags. Pretty cool. It ties shut, has your little things for the needles over here. Little zipper pocket on that side. Pockets on either side there and there. Very cool. Cute fabric too. These are the pieces to finish the Here We May Be Free. And this is the finishing stuff for Sea Hag. And of course you get floss drops too. Needle and a cute little turtle. Some cute little stickers. And a fob, whether you put it on your project bag or your scissors. An adorable treasure chest needle minder. The embellishment package for the Blue Lagoon Mermaid. And they're already on floss drops. I believe this one's the beading needle. Nope, that one was the beading needle. This one's a regular. A little tail zipper pull dangle. The whale tail. Another cute sticker. A cute little mermaid waxer. There's your Spotify playlist. Knew it was in here somewhere. And then all of the threads and embellishments for Twilight Mermaid. So 4 complete projects. Amazing bag. As per usual, Leslie and Amy Jane and the rest of the team totally outdid themselves. But of course, you know, I can't go by Leslie's to pick my stuff up without getting something else. Because there's always more stuff. So this is the rest of the stuff I got from Leslie's. Well, and some of it was waiting for me. Sleepy Hollow by the Witchy Stitcher. I had ordered that a while ago. And it came in. Then Hello Summer by Shannon Christine Designs. Picked that up while I was there. The Day at the Beach by Hands on Design. I need to get that little thingy from Chantel. I picked up another beautiful Bella Filipina made of Tubata. I think I'm saying that right. My latest 2 Nora Corbett, what are we calling these? I don't know what series this is supposed to be. We're still on the flowers. This one's called, oh, Petal Pushers. Okay, this one is Ruffle Fern and Paper Magnolia. And I went ahead and picked up, oh no, I didn't pick them, I ordered them when I first ordered them. The embellishment pack, and then I always have Amy Jane switch out the Krennic, if it calls for Krennic, to Petite Treasure Braid for me. Makes life easier. It's the only Karen water lily, excuse me. Picked up some DMZ I needed. Got an adorable flamingo needle minder. He's a skeleton. And then my fabric of the month. This one is, I think I asked for this one extra. Because I liked the color in the linen. It didn't come through as strong on the Jobelin. Or did I? I don't remember. Nope, this is Lugana. Helios. 32 count Lugana. I'll hold it up in just a second. I think one of them I asked for in the linen. That's not quite as orangey as it is in real life. kind of reminds me of a dreamsicle. And then this one, get it out of the bag. Sorry for the crinkle. Is lavender tea, also 32 count Lugana. And that's pretty spot on color. All right, that was everything from Leslie's. And then, of course, I went to Color and Cotton. Very nice little shop. Had a good time. I'm totally blanking on the owner's name. She was like, "Oh, I know you," because when I was from being in their Lost Club, she's like, "I know your name." Okay, so this was my favorite find. This is by Dirty Annie's, and just let that sink in for a second. Not my pasture, not my bullshit. Love it. Too cute. I got an adorable otter needle minder. Say that 5 times fast. And let's see, what else do we got? I bought a couple of things that were on my wish list. That's what I do. I put things on my wish list on 1-2-3 Stitch, and then I go to the local stores and try to find them there. And this is from Fully Kitted from Primrose Cottage Stitches, the Be Happy. So that's on 36 count white tea Edinburgh linen, and then it's got the color and cotton threads to go with. Ghoul Tidings by Plum Street Samplers. Ooh, there we go. I may have ordered this somewhere else. Home of the Brave. And then a Vintage Stitch, both by Hands on Design. I got Spooky Row, because I don't think I had that one. I got Toes in the Water, Cherry Hill Stitchery. And then I found this one because I have all of the other Hungarian folk art ones. Hungarian folk art, number 4 by Glendon Place. And it's the Easter one. I'm trying to get the glare off. That's about as good as it's going to get. Now, I did go ahead and kit up one of the patterns. Ghoul Tidings, I believe is what I did. So, at least I think I did. I think this is floss for that one. It's the only one it could be. Yes, it has to be. So since I was there, my sister helped, changed the called for gentle arts over to color cotton threads. And this is what we're doing them with. Come here. Dang it, dropped one. Hang on, hold for processing. I wish I had written down what they were when I was subbing them out for. And I think this does not belong. I just liked it. I think these are the ones that actually go with. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, right? Yes. So those go with this. And then I also got a piece of fabric to go with. This is Sandcastle 32 count Lugana. This was the fabric from April 2023. Very nice, neutral. That's what I'm looking for. So I have that all kitted up for whenever I'm ready to start. And that, my friends, I think is it. So won't be another update probably till the end of September, because I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of stitching between now and, I don't know, mid-September maybe. We'll see how physical therapy goes. that that's pretty much done. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye, guys.